Hello and welcome to Mr. Tattered Phantasmagorical Let's Play Extravaganza. We are playing BattleTech, the Crescent Inception. And I just, if you remember from last time, failed my mission because I apparently don't know how to pilot a mech. So we're going to start off by trying that again. Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. You look like you are ready to begin your mech warrior training. Are you ready to accept your first training mission? Yes. And it's the same stuff. Run to the other corner. Pass fail. And again, we're going to pick the locust and have the awesome powerhouse. Yes. Walk, walk, walk. All right, this time though, we are not going to walk through the water nearly as much. You've made it to the southeast corner. Now get back to the training center. Let's see if I can actually succeed this time. And continue on with the game. Alright, I probably screwed it up. Congratulations, Youngblood. You did well on that test. Considering you chose to use a locust, the results are hardly surprising. We will ready the course for your next training mission. Report back here when you are ready. Now I can just wander around for a little bit and eventually, or in a very short time, they will, look at all these people. Party. Anyway, and it will be ready to go, but I should begin, and you probably just noticed the sea bills go up. That's my allowance. And what do? I invest it. Comstar station, inspect your accounts, and all the normal things. Now, it was at 53. You can see the NASDIF, current investments, and now it's gone up to 58. Change investments, buy stock, NASDIF, invest 15. Now, as I wander around, my, whatever it's called, C-bills will go up, my allowance will go up, or I get another 15. And when that happens, I'll invest it again. And at some point, I will just be pausing my recording and just doing that off screen because let's face it, that is boring to watch. But here we go, we're going to request to see Katrina. I cannot talk. Katrina congratulates you on your efforts to graduate and hopes that you will be as capable a mech warrior as your father. She cautions you not to neglect the other areas of your training, such as the combat classes offered here. Before you can get a word in edgewise, she is bombarded by a flurry of interruptions from her officers and is swept away in a blizzard of paperwork. A flurry and a blizzard. It must be cold in her office. That was terrible. I apologize. Let's see if there's anyone here. Of course not. No one wants to talk to Jason. Leave the Citadel. Oh. And my allowance just came in again, 15 C-bill, so we're going to go ahead and change investments, buy NASDIF, 15. It was at 73, now it's at 96. I think we did win out a little bit, but here is where I'm going to pause the recording. I will see you on the other side. All right, I got about 4 more in allowance. That'd be 60 C-bills more. And as you can see, I have 171. So clearly the investment is paying off. I'm rich. I'm rich, I tells ya. But I'm going to go ahead and sell 75. And the reason for that is so I can do some training. Enroll in combat class. I can actually do it now. Rifles and SMGs, because who cares about knives and arrows? By looking at your transcript, I see you are completely unskilled with a rifle or submachine gun. After several grueling hours in the classroom at the hands of a skilled instructor, you have mustered a passing grade. Better yet, you feel more confident with the weapons and are more accurate and effective with them. You are informed that the school has already transferred the tuition funds from your Comstar account, so you have paid in full. That's good. I didn't want to be a deadbeat. Still no one. No one likes me. Okay. Let's see what that did. Inspect character. As you can see, at rifle, I am now an amateur. Or amateur if you're American like me. Well, as you can see now, my allowance actually went up again. That's because I did do more training. And every time you train, you get more money. It's wonderful how that is. So I am actually going to pause again. I apologize if that's a little disruptive, but quite frankly, this is the trick. It's very nice to have lots of money ahead of time at the early parts of the game. So I will see you when we come back. All right, I'm done trying to make money. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next training mission. There's really not a whole lot you can do at the beginning of this game. There's actually perhaps not really a whole lot you can do throughout the entirety of the game. But why are all these people hanging out right here? Go home. Anyway, but as I said, there's not a lot you can do. And oh, people just went in here. I'm going to go talk to them. No, I don't want to do my second mission. I'm not ready. I want to talk to, oh, Fred Swinson. He's an idiot. Hi, Jason. How are you? I just stopped in here to go on a training mission. Hey, you see that fool? He took a locust out on mission too. After I'm done here, I'm going over to the armor shop. Well, that sounds like a hint. And there's still someone else in there? No. Oh, the same idiot. Where's this guy going? He is going. Oh, more people just entered. Jesse Stern. Hi, Jason. How are you? I just stopped in here to go on a training, and that's the same thing that the idiot said. Okay. Well, speaking of the armor shop, though, I think I will go ahead and check that out for you. That looks like the same guy and the same store as the weapon shop. The proprietor welcomes you to his armor shop, waving his arms grandly in an attempt to encompass the whole of his store's stock and focus it all into your attention. Well, you can talk to others, and no one likes Jason. Browse or repair. Let's repair. The shopkeeper, trying not to offend you, carefully points out that you are not currently wearing any armor. Let's browse. Upon showing interest in his merchandise, the shop owner rubs his hands together in glee and begins to extol the virtues of his merchandise. Merchandise, 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 merchandise. Now, focus attention to leaving, flak vest, flak suit, light environment suit, heavy environment suit, and ablative armor. Let's go and look at the flak suit. Now, here's quality for you. This fine full body suit is made of the same material as our excellent flak vest, but is extended to provide full body coverage. Although you won't be nearly as agile, the suit's extra bulk boosts its damage absorptive, it's hard to say, rating to 40. Price 150 C-bills. Will you buy this armor? Of course I will. The shopkeeper consults his banking terminal and discovers that you're not quite as well heeled as you led him to believe, seeing as your account balance is only 0. The shopkeeper suggests that you either cash in some of your investments, earn some more money, or look at less expensive armor. Well, he threw me out of the store. But armor is what armor does. It's, as unsurprisingly as it might be, keeps you safe. It reduces damage based, of course, on the amount of the damage absorptive power it has. Ron Way, haven't met you. Hi, Jason. How are you? I just stopped in here to get me one of those flak vests. After I'm done here, I'm going over to the barracks. Fred is going to say the same thing because it's scary. Each of the different types of armor, of course, are different ratings, different costs. Flak vest is less than flak suit. Light environment suit actually has less damage absorption than the flak suit, but apparently it's cheaper to repair. Heavy environment is better than the light, and the ablative armor is actually only is only good against laser fire, but that's pretty darn useful. Now, each of these also will reduce the amount you can move during combat, so it's pretty much a balancing game. You got to play your trade-offs. More damage resistance or less movement in combat. But we haven't really gotten into combat too much, so we don't know anything about it yet. So let's actually do the training mission. Are you ready for your second training mission? Yes, your second training mission is only slightly more complex. Somewhere on the field is a piece of rubble. Choose a mech. Go out there, find the rubble. Pick it up and bring it back. There's no time limit on this mission. As we know, the Locust has no hands, but the Wasp and the Chameleon do, so kind of an obvious choice. But the Wasp is the one I'm going to pick, just so you can see it, because from this point on, after this mission, I will not be picking the Wasp, I'll tell you. Now, the rubble can be in a couple locations. Sometimes it's up here, but not as often. Usually it is over on the right, I believe anyway. And maybe we'll just wander around. Let's look at the whole field here. You can see there's a fence, an electric fence all the way around. There's this nice L-shaped building. There's hard ground over here, another little building. More water, yay. Water, by the way, can be useful for cooling your mech down. And we've mentioned before overheating. And what happens when you overheat is, you're firing your weapons too much, or you hit it with the Inferno rocket launcher, and then eventually your mech shuts down. And that means you're kind of a sitting duck. But if you are able to move in the water, you will cool it down faster. You use your mech's hands to retrieve the rubble, because we're not stupid, and we didn't pull out a locust on this one. Well done, Cadet. You wisely chose a mech with hands, so you could pick up the rubble. Report back here for your next mission later. Always with the later. Most people have no reason to go up like that. Anyway, let's follow them. La 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 la. I'm gray. Anyway. Woo. Well, and now actually it would be the time we get more allowance. And so what do? We play the stock market. And I have 200. Whoops. And to actually play the stock market, you must actually invest. Right, and I will be pausing, of course, because this is boring for you to watch. Welcome back, of course. Guess what we're going to do? More training! But first, we need to withdraw. I think it's 125, but I don't remember for sure. Let's see. Probably wasting your time here. Enroll in combat, and it's 200. Oh, I think I made that mistake in one of my practice videos. And I don't know why I'm buying. I want to sell, sell, sell. 75. Down to such a little amount of money, but it builds back up, so I'm okay. By looking at your transcript, I see you are an amateur with a rifle or submachine gun. After several grueling hours in the classroom at the hands of a skilled instructor, you have mustered a passing grade. Better yet, you feel more confident with the weapons and more accurate and effective with them. And this is actually exactly the same thing that I read last time, so I don't know why I'm reading it again. Let's go talk to Katrina. Oh, Katrina is unavailable at the moment. Perhaps you should try again later. I think she finally got wise to who Jason really is and just hates him as much as everyone else does. All right. Inspect your accounts. And it was 66 inside there. Now it's 73. Let's add 15 to that. And again, I'm going to pause. All right. Let's go actually train some more. Oh, first, actually, I want to show you. I am now adequate with a rifle, and my piloting is amateur, which is great. I can pick up stuff with my robot. Awesome. Okay. Now, let's go see what the mission is. I think actually they're going. What is with all these people up there? Anyway, they're going to actually completed the last training mission successfully. You're ready to accept the third mission. The commandant of the training center stops you before you can sign up for the mission. He tells you that you look pretty tired and should get some rest before trying the next mission. That's what I thought. We're going to actually have to go to the barracks. Got to run in there as fast as we can. Scurry, scurry, scurry. And enter there. We're going to catch some Z's first to see if there's anyone. Nope. Okay. Catch some Z's. And this is probably where we're going to end up ending this Let's Play. But let's finish this. All right. You drift off in a contented sleep. You awaken to the sound of sirens blaring, warnings to all the cadets. House Merrick agents have infiltrated the Citadel and are holding Katrina hostage. They are demanding immediate Steiner evacuation of the planet. I think this game got interesting. All around you, your friends and fellow cadets are gathering their equipment and rushing for the starport. You grab your clothes and dress quickly, but you're not going to turn tail and run. No, the only thing you're packing is a vibroblade, and not in a suitcase. You're gonna put it in a sheath because that's where they go. Katrina has provided a good living for your family, and you're not going to leave her to those Merrick terrorists. You're unskilled with a vibroblade, but that's not going to stop you. You slip out the window and make your way through the trees to the Citadel. You're a ninja. You peek over the low wall, right into the eyes of a Merrick watchman. He is as surprised as you are, but you're quicker, and he's now headless. You drag the body behind a building and swap uniforms, but you loathe even touching this infidel. You walk through the front entrance of the Citadel, grunting at the sentries posted there. A Merrick officer stops you in the main hall, just questioning you about the blood that is covering your collar. You explain that the blood is just like your filthy mud, you scream, as you plunge the vibroblade into his gut. Footsteps are scrambling from around the corner before you, and you realize your cover is blown. You duck into a closet, and with perfectly executed gymnastic flair, you leap to grab a light fixture, slice a hole in the roof with a white-hot vibroblade, and escape into the ventilation shafts in the ceiling. It's like Bruce Willis. Drawing upon your photographic memory, you visualize the floor plan to the Citadel. You stealthily make your way to Katrina's office, where they are most certainly holding her. You peer through the vent and see Katrina tied up in a chair, slap marks covering her left cheek. You have arrived just in time to see the grungy leader of the Merrick invaders rear back his hand, and he stops and grabs his ears as you do also because of the loud siren sounding. Then a voice comes through. Jason Youngblood, report to the MechWarrior Training Center. Jason Youngblood. You sit bolt upright in the bed and realize it was all a dream. Rubbing your eyes, you climb out of bed and get dressed again. Well, that was exciting and a little foreshadowy, I think. We don't care about talking to people. We're going to leave the barracks. I'm going to go ahead and head on down to the training center, but unfortunately, we are out of time. So, until next time, this is Mr. Tattered Rags, and we've been playing BattleTech, the Crescent Hawk's Inception.